Hello and welcome to A Muggle's Perspective. I'm your host, Rogge. I'm joined today by everyone's favorite of the two of us. The whole reason that this exists, your boy, Braden.
Wow. Applause? This is nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. Studio audience, really big fans of Braden.
Yeah.
Present company excluded.
Yeah, it's great to see all you guys. Really appreciate you coming out to the live recording of this episode. You guys are a good-looking crowd, good-looking bunch. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Chad's married, Braden. Okay, just back off.
A guy can dream.
Today we are discussing chapters 29 and 30 of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, as well as the late-breaking news that the Indianapolis Colts have traded a third and conditional second-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for Carson Wentz. Braden, we're excited about this? The Carson Wentz era?
I like news. I like news in the sports world.
Something happened.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Indianapolis sports, because nothing ever happens.
Some pretty big trades here in the last couple of months.
Yeah, but that's really out of the norm,
yeah,
right?
True.
Like, as Indianapolis fans, we're used to just like getting a bunch of rumors started around the trade deadline, and then like we sign a guy from the G League or something, like, you know, extend a 2-way contract to this guy, or, you know, nothing ever really happens in our small market, you know, middle of the pack sports world. So yeah, I don't know if that was a good signing or not. Time will tell, but it's exciting. It's a step. We're actually going all in on something.
The defense is really good. You got to think that Carson Edwards had his best Carson Edwards.
They should bring him
in. That's the Purdue player. Yeah, he could play. He could play running back. Like,
if
he's
Nyheim
shifty.
Hines can succeed in this offense, then Carson Edwards could definitely succeed in this offense.
I was going to say Carson Wentz's best years were with Frank Reich, you know?
Yep.
Kind of rekindle some of the magic.
Carson Wentz loves hunting. We have lots of good hunting here in Indiana.
Sure. Give me some more. I don't know a lot of facts about Carson Wentz's personal life.
That's really all I know.
He's from North Dakota.
He likes hunting.
Or went to North Dakota. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if he's actually from North Dakota. I just assume if you go to a school like that, that's where you're from. But
I don't know why you'd go there otherwise.
He's got a red beard.
Mm-hmm. Sherlock.
Yeah. I don't know if Indianapolis keeps a good running game, and I'm not even talking great, just like fairly reliable.
Mm-hmm.
That helps any quarterback. So if he can make some decent throws on third down here and there, extend some plays when the pocket collapses,
he's not gonna give up on the play. Carson Wentz will throw the ball like while parallel to the ground, a la Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I think unless your name is Tom Brady, you have to do that to be successful in the NFL, the way it's played now. You look at like Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, even
Deshaun
Aaron
Watson.
Rodgers, Deshaun Watson. All guys that like usually are not well protected, but they get outside the pocket and make some insane throw and extend plays. So
that's also where you throw picks, though.
Yeah. Yep. And you kind of have to live with that, probably. Like Carson Wentz is going to throw some picks.
Yep.
That's going to happen. You just hope that they're not in the fourth quarter, like Phillip Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I like news in Indianapolis, so it's exciting. I don't think it's a terrible contract. A lot of people are saying it is. Like, if he turns out to be a true bust, they're saying like this will haunt Indy for years. It's like, I don't know. What else were we going to do?
Well, when you trade someone, doesn't like some of the guaranteed money or like the signing bonuses, like Philly has to pay for some of that still. Yeah. Because there's like a dead cap hit for them. So I don't think you're taking over the full contract.
They're taking like a $30 million cap hit to let go of him, right?
Yeah. And so it's market value for a starting quarterback, for a slightly above average starting quarterback at least. And if he's not that, then like it's not ideal from a value perspective, but it's not destroying you.
Yeah. I don't know what else you were going to do. Yeah. I wanted them to go get Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that would have been
and they didn't. So it was kind of like, well, you can either give away, the kitchen sink just to get up in the draft and then take a gamble on some kid that you hope pans out.
Or Russell Wilson.
Gosh, I would lose my ever-loving mind.
That would be wild.
If Russ and Sierra came to Indiana.
Even if it was just Quentin Nelson and literally no one else blocking for him, that'd be the best line he's ever played behind, I think.
It would. It really would. At this point, I don't know why they don't just have Pete Carroll out there as like the right guard.
Mm-hmm. Just from like a pizzazz standpoint.
Yeah. He'll
get you pumped up.
Yeah, energy.
Speaking of energy, we've got Neville Longbottom just throwing zingers here in Chapter 29, The Lost Diadem. This is, for those of you not reading along at home, this is the chapter where Neville's like, oh yeah, they've been torturing us, but like, you got your different levels of how much I'm being tortured day to day vis-a-vis the Caros.
This has been good for Neville. Just toughening him up a little bit. You can tell this is a different Neville walking through this picture frame. He's battle hardened. He's ready.
Yeah, I think I speak for the listeners when I ask you where you stand on Neville. I mean, this is one of the topics that they want to hear you talk about is Neville's glow up.
Neville's glow up.
He was the leader. He was like, yeah, me and Ginny and Luna were pretty much in charge of things. Then they left, so it was like, I guess I'm running Dumbledore's army now, but no big deal.
Yeah. He needed that opportunity to shine, and he stepped right into it. I love that, and I think it's founded on like his grandma's proud of him. Like he goes out of his way to mention that. Yeah.
Because she's literally never said that before.
No one's ever said that to him before. Yeah. And so he just needed that little bit of confidence. I don't know. I think it's really cool that he and this other group of kids have not given up hope. Because I was kind of thinking through this, reading it, like, if I'm in the DA and I'm getting tortured at school, and I haven't heard from Harry, Ron, or Hermione in weeks. Are we talking months at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Months. Be pretty easy to lose hope and just be like, so I guess they just bailed, like they figured, well, Voldemort's gaining strength and power. Like, what are we honestly going to do in the long run? Like, let's just get out of Dodge. Like, I don't know. It'd be easy for your mind to go there. So.
Yeah, it's like an apostle type situation where it's like they have to look back on Harry's teachings. Like, what have we remember like what it was all about, what we've learned from him over the years.
Yeah. Yep, I appreciate Neville stepping up into some leadership. Jocko Willink would be proud. I don't think you don't. Yeah, no. Okay, reference. Shot and missed.
Try, but I don't. I was gonna ask, kind of, is this what you would have pictured the Resistance to look like? Is hiding out in the Room of Requirement, doing some graffiti, freeing first years from their cages, yelling "Harry Potter's cool" and then running away? Is that kind of your?
I wouldn't have expected them to still be in Hogwarts.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I think if you'd asked me, I would have been more so anticipated. I don't know where Hagrid is right now.
Hagrid's in the mountains.
Yeah, so I would have expected him to come back and kind of like start a little colony in the woods.
Yeah.
Of like DA students.
Yeah, and like they come out riding centaurs.
Yeah. And that would have explained the toughness more from Neville. Like, he would have been a woodsman, like he's got a beard now and he only wears red and black plaid.
Yeah. Robes.
Yes. Yeah. Robes. He just cuts wood all the time.
I'm doing it for Harry. Gotta keep the house warm for Harry. For when Harry gets back, it's got to be warm. Got to keep the candle burning.
He's gonna be so cold when he finally comes back, guys. He's coming back.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna kind of ask what surprises you the most about the Resistance, but it's that they're not in the woods and he's not wearing a kilt.
And it's just surprising that Neville's the guy. Like,
who would you have pegged to be the guy?
I think like Seamus.
Based on what?
Based on that he's just loud and fiery and Irish. Like,
he's in the movies, he's often on fire. So that's true. That's a fair point. He does the big Seamus actual storylines are the time that he's like, well, my mom reads the paper and the paper says you're stupid, so I think you're stupid. And he thought that for a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's got the personality.
He's the Conor McGregor character.
He is. I would have thought maybe Ginny.
Yeah, you're right. That's more likely. That would have been too much. That would have sent Harry right over the top. This would not have still been a PG-13 PG movie.
It barely hangs on there for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, and then Harry looked at her and he was flush with arousal at her beauty.
Yeah, if she comes strutting out of there as like the leader of the DA and she's like got all these leadership qualities and got people running around,
she's got
making things happen.
A Wookiee bandolier across her chest, and
she's got like war paint on. Yeah. Harry's knees get weak. Harry's knees get weak.
Wheezing. It's in Oh man, that's funny. So speaking of these people who are leading some kind of resistance, there's like 3 pages of Harry being like, but you can't help me because you're not Harry Potter yet, and it's just got to be me doing it. I was wondering. Eventually, he kind of comes around. Sort of. Was this the right amount of posturing by Harry? Is he overly obsessed with like doing it alone? Is he right to be thinking that way?
It was kind of annoying in the midst of reading it. Wow, I am watching Rogge just inhale a bowl of chicken salad.
One bite. There's one bite left.
But I think from his perspective, like, you can't blame him. I mean, the whole prophecy is centered around, like, he's the chosen one, right? Like, he has to be the one to defeat Voldemort. So, like, he's got that mentality through this whole process. And I like to think that his, quote, selfishness of, like, not allowing others to help is rooted in not wanting to get as few people hurt as possible.
Yeah, that's what I come back to, is it being a protection thing. Because it's like, even if you tell them about Horcruxes, on the one hand, it's like, Voldemort already knows you're hunting Horcruxes. You might as well have more people on the lookout. But still, he's going to be extra mad about anyone that has that kind of information.
Yeah. I don't think it's rooted in ego.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's almost like a childishness, like, well, Dumbledore said it could only be around me and Ron and Hermione, so I can't tell you. Yeah,
I think there's an element of it that would be described like that, but
and we sort of had this conversation when Lupin tried to jump in.
Yeah.
Kind of hit some of the same notes.
Yeah, I think Harry, we see Harry throughout the whole story feeling guilty sometimes, that like all the, like when there was the scene of like the 8 Harrys before they were attacked by the Death Eaters, he felt guilty in that scene. Like, I don't, like, you guys don't need to do this. I don't want everybody getting up there and potentially getting hurt. And like, you guys are risking so much for me. And
Ron's like, oh yeah, it's the first time for all of us. Risking our lives for you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's an ego thing. I think it's like, I think Harry's starting to get fed up with all of it and just wants to like he knows it's going to be him and Voldemort in the end. That's the way it has to be. And so as many people as he can protect from that along the way. I don't know. I think that's the majority of it. I do think there's the piece you're talking about where he's like, he still has that foundation of trust in Dumbledore and is gonna, follow out his commands to some extent.
Yeah. My next question I wanted to ask you, just a quick refresher. As far as you can think of off the top of your head, what Horcruxes do we have left? Will we see them? I know you've long posited that we weren't necessarily going to get like a good conclusion to the story. Like there's just not enough time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is good because I'm sort of confused about how many we have and how many are left and how many there are total. Let's start there. There's 7.
Dumbledore theorizes that Voldemort would have made 6, which means that his soul is in 7 pieces because there's still the piece inside of his body.
Okay.
But that's just a Dumble theory. Though Voldemort does kind of run through a lot of them in the last chapter where he's like, nope, that one's safe. Oh, that one I might have to go look at.
So there's the ring.
Done.
There's the locket that we already did, that Ron destroyed.
Got that one, yeah.
There's the cup that we just got out of Gringotts.
About to destroy it if we can. There's
we think it's Ravenclaw's diadem, or however you say that.
So you're on the side where you're like, that seems like it's what it is. We've talked about it this much.
Yeah.
Okay. You got the book,
the diary, the book, the book. So we're at, what is that, 5?
That's 5.
6 obviously is in, like, number 7 is ultimately, like you said, in Voldemort.
Yeah.
So we've got one more.
Yeah. And so that one's Nagini. That's the snake.
Yes.
Because even though, I'm not spoiling anything. In the last chapter, Voldemort is like, and then there's Nagini who has to stay with me now. Like, I can't send her out to do things. She has to be with me.
Right.
So do you think we're going to get all of these destroyed? Are we even going to find them all?
I think we're going to find the Ravenclaw one. So at that point, we will, in theory, know where they're all at.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to get them all destroyed. I think it's too much.
It's a tall task.
Yeah. I think it's too much. I don't know how you kill Nagini.
Yeah, like when the most powerful wizard alive knows that you're trying to kill his giant venomous snake and then can put enchantments on it, and it's still a giant venomous snake. Like, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't even know how you're going to get close enough to the snake to begin to try and figure out what enchantments it has. And
yeah,
because it's, it's a snake, it's going to move fast, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Also, like my perception of Nagini's size is way off. I found that out this chapter, or it'd be 30 when it talks about Voldemort approaching the gate with like Nagini around his neck. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought Nagini was like the size of a bus, like a small bus.
I would have thought that she was like 10 to 12 feet.
Yeah. Like a mini bus.
Yeah. And so you can kind of loop, if you loop once and then you've just got like, it's not a straight line, like she's, curved out here.
I think we're talking about multiple loops here.
You think it's a multiple loop situation, but like she's thick with multiple C's. Like those are some heavy coils.
She dumb thick. Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there. I was just a little taken aback because I guess I thought Nagini was this like monstrous snake.
Yeah.
That
she's not the basilisk.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that big, but yeah, probably what you're saying, like a lot, like 12 foot, like. But I'm also thinking like diameter, like in my head, she was way bigger.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like a small tree.
I think she's supposed to be like a naturally occurring like boa constrictor or whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of her like that. I was thinking of her as like a magical, enlarged snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small. I mean, trees can be pretty small. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a great descriptor
sapling.
either.
She's bigger than a sapling, but she's smaller than the bole of an oak.
What's a good descriptor of
compare bigger or smaller than a telephone pole?
You know, that might be the best. Like a touch bigger than a telephone pole is kind of what I had in my head.
Those are pretty big.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that big. Like it's like you could wrap your like you could touch your elbows around a telephone pole if it was against your chest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. That's kind of I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of like the thickness with C's that I had in mind for Nagini, and I don't think that's probably what's real.
I'm into it. A couple do we cares here.
Did I even answer your question there about like?
Yeah, will we see them all? You said do you think we're gonna find them, but we're not gonna be able to destroy them. And you confirmed that you were pretty sure it's the diadem. So.
And I said previously I think that Harry is one.
Yeah, I feel like you've said that.
Yeah. I still think that happens somehow. I still think I don't know specifically how Horcruxes work in terms of like
who does?
Yeah. Like could there be a piece of Voldemort's soul in Harry because he was present and saw his parents murdered?
Gotcha. Maybe.
Like I don't know, can Voldemort like put his like like I'm thinking this diadem, like if this is one of the Horcruxes, like it was there when he murdered someone. So he put the piece of his soul in that. So did he put a piece of his soul in Harry when he killed his parents?
Well, and the question there I think is about intentionality versus unintentional. Like he killed his parents and then he was basically killed. Like he became less than a ghost or whatever. And so did that piece of soul have to go into something? Or does it not work that way?
Can it not go into other humans? Did it like reflect off of him? Like he tried to put it in Harry, and that's how Harry, as a baby, like fended off the spell.
And so he hit himself in his face with a piece of his own soul.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all on the table. Like there's no wrong answer at this point. Like we're in the world of magic, and like it's not just Wingardium Leviosa magic. It's theoretical, like deep state magic. So
deep state magic.
Yeah. It's like black box magic.
Yeah.
Do we care about the room of requirement? It can just change while you're in there and like add bathrooms. Only for Neville. He's the lord of the room.
I think it says like Neville is particularly good at knowing the way of the room.
Seamus definitely says that.
Which will creates a ton of value for Neville.
Yeah.
They're going to need that.
I like that. He'd been there for a few days and then some girls came and they were like, we need a bathroom. And he was like, a bathroom. I guess. Huh. That could have been good.
That's exactly why he figured that out.
So do we think the room of requirement's going to play any more roles? I mean, we came into it, and I guess that's... What else could you make it? Can you make the room of requirement into, like the Millennium Falcon? Can you make it into a place with, like, turrets and guns?
Yes. It will become the Millennium Falcon, and we'll end up with, like, a crossover episode.
Yeah.
Where the Star Wars characters meet the Harry Potter characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll bring in Stranger Things as well, and it'll just be this mega episode.
Okay, so real quick, Han Solo, Slytherin. I think. He's a Slytherin with a heart of gold. But he is out for himself.
Okay.
Luke,
all right.
Classic Gryffindor.
Yep.
R2. Hard to say. R2's a robot.
Yeah.
11. Hufflepuff?
Yeah. But she's clever.
Yeah. I think Dustin and Will are Ravenclaws.
Yeah.
Lucas is definitely a Gryffindor. Or maybe a Slytherin.
I haven't seen enough of it to probably make a definitive call on that.
Guys, what do you think? Call in 8675309.
Ask for Jenny.
I don't remember any other famous phone numbers. 937. I don't remember. Do you know the number?
The actual number?
Potter 0.
978-768-8370.
978 Potter 0. Call in. Let us know what houses the Star Wars and Stranger Things characters should be sorted into.
Yeah. But you asked if the rumor requirement will become important. Can it be made into like a war room, like a base?
Yeah.
Can it have turrets? I think that what's up?
You're clanking things. I think that. It's fine. We don't care. Do we care about Cho? Cho Chang's back. Hadn't thought about her in 2 books.
Man, Cho at this point, I feel like Cho's going to become what's that character's name in The Office when it's the girl that's hitting on Jim, the new sales girl?
Kathy?
Kathy.
Yeah.
Cho's going to become like the Kathy of Harry Potter. Like, they had their run. So it's not directly like Jim wasn't with Kathy in the past, so it's more like Rashida Jones' character maybe.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be this, it's like
Ann Perkins.
What is she in The Office? What's Rashida Jones in The Office?
Her name in The Office is...
Come on, we're better than this.
No, don't look it up.
All right, I won't. You're right.
How do I not know?
Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Why is it not coming to me automatically?
This is bad.
Karen. We're gonna have to, Karen Filippelli.
Karen Filippelli. Good.
Yikes. I want to take that out, but I don't think we can.
I don't know if we can either.
I think we have to leave it.
We would lose all integrity.
Shame.
So Cho Chang is the Karen Filippelli of Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
They had their run.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just awkward. And I think she would take Harry back. Like, she kind of wants Harry still, but he's with Ginny.
When you were comparing her to Kathy, I thought that she was going to, like, come into later scenes and be like, Harry, we can beat him if we go this way, but we have to take most of our clothes off. Like, she's just putting him in compromising situations.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard you kill Voldemort by sleeping together. That's Kathy, basically.
Man.
And then Ron comes in as Dwight and is just like farting everywhere.
I was trying to figure out how to work Kathy in there because Hannah really, really hates Kathy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, gets really angry during those episodes.
It's like a 2-episode storyline.
I know. And that's all I have to say about that.
The best Kathy thing is when they're playing the, like, how many buttons do you have in your pocket game? And Dwight's like, that's not how the game works. And she said, that's how I played in college. And Jimmy goes, college rules.
I just love the bed bugs part.
Yeah. No, he's strutting, all smug and self-assured. There's a blooper for that where they just can't get past it.
I really don't. When you watch the blooper reels from that show, it's like, how did they ever get anything done? Like, you could say that about most shows that Steve Carell has been a part of. Like, how did they ever film Anchorman? Or like, even the voices he does for like Despicable Me, like that'd have been hard at times. But like The Office, where it's just like adult humor, Steve Carell is like out of control. Like, you know, the improvisation, like they're improvising everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they ever got anything done.
Yeah, I guess Steve was just a real pro and like never breaks basically. And so it's just up to you. That's so much pressure. Like, I can't laugh.
That's what I mean. It's not him. Yeah. It's not him breaking. It's like, I would never be able to do anything. Like, I could never get my lines out.
They say when John Krasinski, when he starts breaking, when he starts laughing, like, it's just done. Like, he's not going to stop for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Do we care about Aberforth going forward?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I still don't understand why it was his eyes that Harry was seeing in the mirror.
It's because he bought the mirror from Mundungus Fletcher. So Mundungus Fletcher like stole the Sirius version, the one that Sirius held on to. He stole it from Sirius's house, sells it to Aberforth Dumbledore. So yeah, he just watched it. It's his Harry channel. It's a lot of the inside of Harry's bag. And then sometimes you get to see Harry.
Yeah, so why does he care so much? Why is he tuning in to watch Harry television all the time?
I mean, he's in the order, you know, like you're doing what you can.
Yeah, but he's like so
jaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is that you just kind of leave the mirror up on the wall or like propped up on the mantle. And so it's, you know, you're in your small house or whatever, and you just notice when Harry's yelling into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. He's the closest thing we've got to the real Dumbledore anymore. He's the closest thing to like grandfatherly wisdom that we've got left. So
I like to think that when because Harry keeps saying, well, it's Dumbledore's orders, and he's just going to pop up and be like, whose orders? So like he's going to, he gets grandfathered in where he just gets to order Harry around.
Yeah.
Do we care about the Ravenclaw common room? No password.
Oh, it's a riddle.
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying because they're going to have to figure that out to be able to get to the diadem. And we're going to need Hermione.
Gotta have Hermione.
Yeah. It's going to be in the Beedle the Bard book, obviously.
The answer to the riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Only she can read it.
Right.
All right, chapter 30, the sacking of Severus Snape. Say that 5 times fast with a lisp.
I just want to say, before we get started on this chapter, the title of the chapter got me real excited, and the content of the chapter kind of let me down.
Really? What did you think sacking meant?
I just thought it was going to be more of a decisive, like, we finally deal with Snape. We get him cornered.
The Snape question's been answered.
Yeah, we figure out whose side he truly is on. Like, we kind of think we know, but there's still, like, a little bit of mysteriousness to him. Like,
yeah.
You know, maybe I keep thinking, like, maybe there's this huge elaborate plan where they, like, he and Dumbledore conspired to stage his death.
Nice.
And
it's like the beginning of the 3rd season of Sherlock, where they're pitching all the different ways that Sherlock could have survived.
Exactly.
From falling off the building.
Yes.
And one of them's him and Moriarty, like, and there's a dummy up there, and they're like giggling, and then they start to kiss. Oh no, don't do it, Sherlock. I'll burn the heart out of you.
Yeah. So I was really hoping that I was going to get all my Snape questions answered, and
you got none of them answered.
Got none of them answered,
except whether or not he can now fly.
Yeah, my question about whether or not he was afraid to just jump with all his body weight through a window.
Yeah,
I got that answered.
That had been burning. Now's as good a time as any to kind of bring up just the whole, and I kind of mentioned this before we recorded. Where are you on the everyone being reunited trope? I mean, it happens in 29 and 30. Like the whole gang's getting back together, all the Dumbledore's army people. There's a bunch of Weasleys here now. When I read that, and then it's like, and then Seamus and Dean hugged because they're best friends, and then this person came in. Like, I get the feels every time.
Yeah, it's fun that way. It's fun to see Percy eat crow and come to his senses. And the Weasleys are kind of a unit again as a family. But what I don't know, it's more importantly, you are seeing, if this book truly ends the way like hero stories like this are supposed to, and the good guys win, this will be why. Because they are cohesive. They have love, like they all love each other. They all care about each other. They'll all sacrifice for each other.
Friendship triumphs over greed.
Yeah, they're not operating in fear. They're operating in like love and sacrifice, and it's a total the way we've seen throughout this book, like how the Death Eaters are operating. Mm-hmm. It's the total opposite, right? Like they never know where their leader is. They don't know. Like they're afraid he'll kill them at any moment, just like in a fit of rage.
Yeah, it's fear, it's greed, it's lust for power, versus principles, values, love, and friendship, and hopscotch.
Yes.
I'm sure that answers my question somehow.
Your question was?
It was just about like if you like it when the gang gets back together.
Does the reuniting hit me in the feels?
Yeah.
It's good. I viewed it more as like okay, we are ready. The big fight cannot be that far away. Like we've got our teams together.
I've been reading these books for 3 years, and we're finally gonna have a big freaking fight.
Yeah.
The Avengers Endgame. Everyone coming through the portal.
Yeah, we got all hands on deck. So let's get it. Let's get after it.
Yeah.
Let's find Voldemort. Let's kill him.
This actually segues really into my first question for Chapter 30. Who were you the most excited to be reunited with, and why is it McGonagall?
I'm excited to be reunited with McGonagall because of Jim Dale's voiceovers of McGonagall.
Yeah. You'd missed it. You didn't realize how much you'd missed it.
I didn't realize how much I'd missed it. I didn't realize how much I missed her like sassy attitude.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you need my help getting in the riddle door because you're too dumb to get through the riddle door?
Yeah, and when she like really eloquently calls Filch like an idiot in like 6 different ways.
Yeah.
When he comes bursting onto the scene at the end of the chapter, that was textbook McGonagall. That was great. It was cool to see her Patronus, like the cats, taken off in front of like Harry and Hermione and Ron. She's a great character. I'm afraid she's gonna get killed off.
Because you saw how much Harry loves her. When Harry was like, you do not spit on McGonagall. I now murder you. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, with the unforgivable curses.
Yeah.
It's becoming second nature.
Yeah.
And even Harry points out, like, I forget how he says it, but he's like, I guess I really did have to mean it.
Yeah. I see what Bellatrix meant. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's necessary, but I think given how these curses were introduced to us and how they were used when we were introduced to them, it's a little like alarming at times.
I think it's supposed to be. I mean, it speaks to the intensity, the importance of the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar. It happens right at the same time when Harry is saying Voldemort, and Luna's like, oh, so we're just allowed to say that again now. And so it's like we broke both their seals. Yeah, he's like, we're past the point of, civility and propriety. Like, you just do what you got to do. Voldemort knows where I am. We just need to use these spells if that's what it takes.
Yeah, and realistically, when he does face off with Voldemort, he's going to have to use the Killing Curse.
Yeah.
Like, what else does he have?
Got to do it. Yeah. So speaking of facing off with Voldemort, how long are we going to be able to hold this off? I mean, is it next chapter? The Voldemort comes walking through the front door? Is he going to have to break down every wall first?
We're in chapter 30, and we've got, what are there, 36 in this?
Yeah, something like that. There's a few more.
So there's going to be some chasing around the castle.
Like
it's going to be like classic Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're going to see him come in one way and out the other, and
Now, do Scooby-Doo as Seinfeld? I wish the listeners could have seen it because it was really all in the facial expression.
Seinfeld has been coming on, like it's always on like digital cable, right? Yeah. Like we don't pay for satellite, so we just have the little digital WGN cable we hook in. Yeah. You're flipping through those channels late at night because like you've scrolled through Netflix for the 8th time and can't find anything that justifies why you pay the monthly fee for it. And so you go back to public television and you find Seinfeld inevitably. And it's like, I know that I need to just start it from the beginning and watch it like everybody else. And I'm sure I would come to appreciate it. But like the 3 or 4 like recurring episodes that I see a lot of the time, it's more than that. There's probably like a mix of like 8 episodes that I always see. I'm just always kind of like, I mean, it's yeah. And like the one where like Kramer and Newman steal the mail truck and they're like chasing down the car that has the golf clubs in it.
I've seen very little Seinfeld.
Okay.
I can picture it.
Like there's bits and pieces that make it that are kind of funny, but I always end up just kind of losing interest. But I don't know, like, do you have friends who are huge Seinfeld nuts?
No.
Because I feel like people love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my parents watched it when I was growing up.
My parents watched The Practice.
Did they watch ER?
No, I don't think so. I mean, not when I was around. The only show they ever talked about was The Practice and, like, Crossing Jordan.
I think I vaguely remember that.
I think that's what it was called.
How did we get here?
I wanted
you asked
you
me
to
do Seinfeld as Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got some chase scenes. There's going to be a little bit of foreplay before, like, it's Voldemort versus Harry.
Yeah. I think there's going to be... It's going to be kind of one of those, like, epic battles, like, epic movie battles where there's, like, little skirmishes going on at different corners of the castle.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna stop. We're gonna see. It's going to take a while to find this Ravenclaw Horcrux, and Harry's gonna search and search and search for it, and kind of keep wondering where Voldemort's at.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna get to the diadem or whatever it is, and Voldemort's gonna be there waiting for him.
Nice. He's going to spin around in a wheelie chair.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that time that Harry's searching for it, are we going to pay for that in the lives of members of Dumbledore's army and the Order of the Phoenix and so forth?
I think that's inevitable, unfortunately.
You've predicted McGonagall and I think Hagrid dying.
Yeah, I think Hagrid will ultimately be the one who like jumps in front of the proverbial bullet.
Yeah.
I could also see Ginny being taken from us
Wow. By
Because
Cho takes her
like,
down. They just killed Voldemort.
Terrible.
Everyone's celebrating. Cho from the top rack.
That would be horrible. No, I think I could see if it was Ginny, I could see it being like everyone's so focused on the fight that like Ginny kind of sneaks around to try and help Harry and gets herself in some trouble.
Yeah. Wow.
That would break my heart if they get Ginny. But you also have to wonder, are we going to lose one of the main characters, like between Harry, Ron, and Hermione? We're not going to lose Harry, but...
Okay. So that leaves Ron and Hermione.
Ugh.
Ron already left for like a month.
Yeah, so maybe they'll kill him off.
It was a test. It was like, can we live without this? Yeah, we probably can. Just the savings and food in the grocery bill alone.
We'll have way more food.
You kind of already answered my third question, which was, is Ginny going to end up joining the fight? Because her mom is like, nope, you're too young. And she's like, bro, do you see the hundreds of children running around this castle?
Yeah, I didn't understand this. I don't...
Because she's not 17. She's not of legal age.
Are we honestly worried about legalities right now? Is that what we're going to care about in this moment?
I think the point is that Molly is using that as an excuse to try to make sure that her daughter stays safe.
I understand that. It's a weak excuse.
Like, it just doesn't hold up.
Yeah. It's like, Molly, this is a children's war. Like, the prophecy calls out an 18-year-old boy to be the one who kills the most evil wizard who's ever lived.
Yeah, he's 1 year older than Ginny.
Age is not a factor here.
Yeah. So it's like, I get where you're coming from, but you're going to need a better argument than...
Sure.
Well, you're not of age. Okay. Yeah, my only other question was if you want to do a quick Snape check-in. And we mentioned it before. He jumps out a window. Was he like about to get killed by Flitwick, Sprout, and McGonagall?
I don't think so. I think it was weird that he jumped out the window because I think he could have taken all of them.
So you have that much faith in the magical ability of Severus Snape. I mean, he killed Dumbledore.
Yeah, I do. I think he would have struggled with McGonagall, but I think he could have taken out the other two relatively easily. So that is what adds to the mystery of Severus Snape.
Why not just kill him? He killed Dumbledore.
Right. Maybe he didn't want... That's the thing. Like, if you can kill Dumbledore... And now you've got McGonagall, Flitwick, and who's the other one?
Sprout.
Yeah, nobody. So, like...
Dumpy McGee.
Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld is your third wizard that you have to take down. How do I even use this thing? That's what I'm saying, man. You can never be too sure with Snape.
He's always playing both sides of the coin.
He is. And I just want to freaking know.
Do you think you're going to find out?
I'm more interested in Snape at this point than I am Harry Potter.
See, I didn't get that impression 20 minutes ago, but now it's like, the more I think about it, what the frick, Snape?
It's a developing beef.
Ooh.
It's a calf. It's a young calf.
Braden's calf! I like that gets you every time. You always think it's funny whenever I say something over the Braden's beef music. You haven't beaven in a while.
Yeah, it hasn't behooved me to beeve in recent past.
No!
Got it!
There it is.
Thanks again. Of those. Thanks again for coming out tonight, guys.
Oh man. I would always do that when I was teaching. Is I would make a terrible joke and no one would laugh at it, and I'd be like, oh, pretend to wipe away a tear, and they'd be like, "You do that every time." Like, I don't know what you're talking about, guys. Take off my glasses, rub my eyes a little bit. So yeah, Snape's an enigma.
I'm gonna need to get my Snape question answered, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
If you made me read all these books slowly, and didn't
if that doesn't
Snape
get answered by the end of this book, I'm gonna freak out.
Man, maybe I'm lying to you, and Fantastic Beasts is like a whole nother movie series where it's like,
can't do it.
And then Snape was nice to Luna. Oh, and then here's Snape like slapping some little kids, but he just gave this money to charity, and you're like, Snape, what are we doing?
Yeah, I can't do it. I need to know.
But it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I was just trying to work it into that bit from Remember the Titans when he's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But like I thought you said you didn't care. I gotta know.
That's good. That's a good one. I didn't see it. It kind of went over my head, but
it wasn't well presented to you.
It's a good reference though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Something's with my mind.
I just need to know.
Man, I think Coach done left Petey out in the sun too long. It's like his one line, Jerry Buck. So yeah, that's what I've got. I'll tell you the title of the next chapter, something I don't normally do. It's called The Battle of Hogwarts.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like the next chapter in our historical textbook.
Yeah.
General Severus Snape led the Slytherin army into the Hogwarts castle.
And the interviews are all with like the Creevy brothers. Like, yeah, and I just saw Harry up there leading us into battle, and it was like, I'm ride or die for this guy. You just had to wonder, how does he do it?
And why does he think he can do it on his own? Why won't he just let us help?
Crabbe and Goyle are like dressed up elaborately as women for some reason, like trying to cross to the other side.
When we first started doing this series and you kept referencing like what is it called? Like the spin-off stories that people write.
Oh, fanfic? Online.
Like fan fiction. Yeah. I was kind of thinking like, how do people like? It doesn't seem like there's like a whole lot to go off of with that. But man,
false.
We are here and we do that every episode, and It's fun. So I could totally understand how there's just a whole world of that out there.
Yeah. Well, and then once you're done reading it and you know what does happen, and you can be like, well, what if this happened instead? That's a 10,000 word story. Like this one thing happened differently, or like a lot of it is, well, this person's actually fell in love with that person, or this like these two guys are gay now, and like pairing different people off and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't really interest me.
The romance stuff.
Yeah, because like, what does it ultimately matter?
It doesn't matter. It just is fulfilling if that was important to you.
No, it's more fun like the
alternate history or like the
alternate history stuff. Like like and like we were just talking about, what if Snape actually he and Dumbledore staged his death together, and they're I don't know, Dumbledore's actually Snape's dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's theories like that, and there's stories about, what if Dudley was actually, the mastermind behind the whole thing, and whatever you want.
See, like that's fun. That's if we could do a whole spin-off on how Dudley is actually like, it's a conspiracy documentary. Mm-hmm. And like, we're just interviewing all these people who went to school with Dudley, and they're like, man, I don't know. He was always like, he's taken, like, he had this wand in his bag, like just this weird stick. And
kept
he was
telling
always
me about
like,
his cousin.
Yeah. Just never understood it. He's always an odd guy, wearing FUBU stuff and like gold chains.
For like that one really hot summer only? That was his vibe? It was so warm that summer, as I recall.
He's listening to a ton of Limp Bizkit.
It would be really fun. I mean, I've probably told you one time Eric and Ian and I went and found some like just 1-star rated Harry Potter fanfic, like a 12,000 word piece about like a girl that is mentioned one time. And it's just like, really poorly written. It's like, and then we went and talked to the ghosts and all the ghosts were there.
Yeah.
And so like reading through those, it's pretty funny.
Let's do that sometime. I could really get into that, like reading that like in a really dramatic way, as if it's like really good stuff.
Yeah. I think we should like pick the website we're going to use, like fanfiction.net or something, and like you go and find like 3 that you really like, and I find 3 I really like. Then we can like surprise each other. Then we end up picking the same one, and it's about like Draco falling in love with Buckbeak. It's like he slashed me, but that only brought me wanted me to know more. You know. What's within that beast, and why was he drawn to me? I can't guarantee that Draco / Buckbeak fanfic exists, but I am not going to dismiss it out of hand. The possibility that it does.
No, the internet's a deep, dark place.
Yeah.
Where a lot of weird stuff can hide.
Yeah. Rachel didn't believe me. I've told this story, I'm sure, before, but like, she's like, no, like Luna and George. And I was like, oh, thousands. Guarantee you. Like, you can just say any 2 people.
Yeah.
You can probably find like Waluigi and Hermione. I bet you can cross pollinate.
Yeah. Is there one where Hagrid
hold it. Let me just
Kong.
type it in as you say it. Where Hagrid meets Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Hagrid, Donkey Kong. I hope you're prepared for all the directions that this Google search could take me.
I don't think I am, and I don't think I can.
Harry Potter and Donkey Kong crossover fan fiction. Donkey Kong Country crossover. No, that one doesn't. That's not Hagrid specific.
Can we get Hagrid on like in Mario Kart? Like, if I could get him on the little in the little cars on my Nintendo Wii.
Donkey Kong solves Africa. Donkey and his pal Diddy go to Africa to face the Dark Lord.
Man, this is there's so much out there.
Harry Potter. The only other Harry Potter Donkey Kong crossover is called Harry Potter and the True Meaning of Christmas. And in the description, the guy says, dedicated to Nicola with special thanks to Caitlin for ruining my amazing story by making me include Donkey Kong. How do I? Okay.
Yep, I'm going to have to look around for some of this. Jeremy, I want to apologize. This has been another bad fidgeting episode. I tried to get comfortable, and it didn't pan out great. So,
well, we want to not apologize to all of the listeners. Well, I mean, we do in a broad sense want to apologize to the listeners, but we thank the listeners for keeping up with us, for following us all the way to this point. I don't know how many of you are listening to this 20 years in the future and just like skipped to this point in the podcast because you were only interested in the end of the last book and are like, what the frick is wrong with these guys? Like, what is even happening?
Yeah.
But that's on you.
And if that's your question, it is on you because we don't have the answer to that. We don't know what's wrong.
Do you think like half an hour ago, Carla Googled Carson Edwards, Carson Wentz ?
I like to think so. Yeah. Yeah, I like to think so.
2 Indiana sports legends, honestly.
Let's hope so. I really hope so. I hope in 5 years we're having this same conversation about Carson
Harry
Wentz.
Potter / Donkey Kong fan fiction.
Yeah.
We need to have
Carson Wentz
Carson Edwards.
Carson Wentz / Carson Edwards / Draco fanfiction.
Yeah. That might not exist. We should do some kind of elaborate bet, and the loser has to write Harry Potter Donkey Kong crossover fanfiction. Like a 5-chapter story.
Okay. I could be into that.
That's such a big commitment.
Our listeners should write in. We should get some kind of contest going for our listeners where whatever the bet is that we lose, they choose what the fan fiction is about.
Also, our listeners should email us links to their favorite, most hilarious fan fiction.
Yes,
let's crowdsource this mother.
Please do that. I laugh so hard at the fan fiction ideas when they're good.
Which is to say when they are at their worst.
Right.
I mean, there is well done stuff about like...
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
People using, time turners try to go back and save people, or like they get to watch their parents die but can't quite save them because of the eventuality of time.
Yeah. No, I'm not into that. I'm into the really low budget humor.
Yeah. The unintentional comedy.
Yeah.
Thank you to Hannah for becoming, as the years go on, increasingly upset with the fact that a podcast is being recorded. Oh my gosh, you're still freaking doing this. We could have just sent the books back to Amazon. What the heck? Shouts to George Reesley and Cooper, very well behaved tonight.
Yeah, they had a good night.
Mm-hmm. So, appreciate you guys. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. 5 stars really helps. Next week we're reading chapters 31 and 32. 2 more chapters next week. And the week after that, we're doing a live read.